You all know me as a Toastmaster, but there's another side of me that not everyone here will be aware of. I'm also a rucker. Rucking is shouldering heavy packs, either in groups or by yourself. And the idea is that you walk through the city or countryside carrying this weight because it builds character, strength, and endurance. If you notice, I have some patches on my pack, and tonight I want to tell you the story how I got my very first patch. This one is really important to me, and it's my first GORUCK Light patch that I got through the GORUCK Light Challenge during the summer. The Lethbridge GORUCK Club is a subgroup of the Lethbridge Sports and Social Club, which I'm a member of. Some members approached me in the spring and asked me if I wanted to be part of the Ruck Club because they knew I loved hiking. And I thought, hiking with a group carrying heavy weights, sure, why not? It would be good. I was having a really tough year. This winter, I broke my leg, and while my leg was in a cast, I couldn't exercise. And then when the cast came off, the tendons and ligaments in my ankle were so messed up, I still couldn't exercise. It took 6 weeks for me to do physiotherapy exercises to the point where I could start exercising normally. I ate normally though. I didn't cut down the amount I ate, and so I gained some weight, a lot of weight. In June, my BMI, my body mass index, was over 35. Anything over 30 is obese, and I was a mile above that. The GORUCK Challenge was offered by my Lethbridge Club, and I wasn't sure why I needed to do this. I felt compelled to enter this challenge, and it's not really a competition, it's more of a challenge. I had no idea why. I just thought it was something I needed to do. So on June 9th, 2018, with 22 other people, we showed up in the civic field just by the YMCA. We all had these packs, and inside our packs we had to carry certain things. I had to carry water. There had to be 15 to 20 pounds in weights. I also needed to have some electrolytes and Gatorade, a little bit of food, and $20 cash. The things I couldn't have in the pack was any electronic device, anything that would give time, distance, or position. They're very specific on that. So we get to the field, we had to lay everything in our packs outside of the pack for inspection. And our cadre, who was a retired Army Ranger from the States, he came along and he inspected the packs, and then very quickly in an authoritative Sergeant Major's type voice said, you have 20 seconds to get all that crap in your packs and on your back. So we quickly tried to pull everything into the packs and put them on our backs. And of course, nobody did it in 20 seconds. We took more like a few minutes. And that was the very first penalties that we incurred, because you do not want to disobey an Army Ranger. After everybody was standing with their packs on, we did introductions and he explained what the challenge was going to be. During the day, he was going to give us a series of challenges, and all the challenges were geared to building teamwork. So we're a bunch of individuals at this point, and by the end, he said we would be a cohesive team. The first challenge was the US Army fitness test. So we could take off our packs, but we had to do 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and run 2 miles. Everyone completed the challenge. I was dead last in running, woohoo, but I completed it. Then after that, we had to arrange ourselves, and we had certain roles we had to fill. We had 3 flags we had to carry, so we needed flag bearers for the Canadian flag that was always in front, the GORUCK flag, and also the Lethbridge Sports and Social Club flag. Then we also needed to have people that carried coupons. And the coupon is a sandbag that is placed inside a duffel bag, and they come in different weights. We had a 40 pound, a 60, an 80, and 120. And our challenge that he had us do was they're all linked together end to end, linked together with carabiners. So it resembled a giant centipede. So the goal was that we had to carry this giant centipede and we could never put it down. If somebody needed to switch out because it was getting too heavy for them, we'd have to switch somebody in. And usually we're supposed to do this while we're walking. We also had to have a team leader and an assistant team leader that we rotated throughout the day. So we started walking up 6th Avenue, and we were horrible at it. Every time we had to switch out somebody, we had to stop and manually move them in and out, so we were losing time challenges, and we were amassing a bunch of penalties. The cadre had warned us that at the end of the day, he'd assess how many bonuses we had if we met the challenge, how many penalties we had if we failed the challenge, and then if we had more penalties than bonuses, we'd owe him exercises. By the time we hit the London Road Market, we're starting to get rather tired, and then this horrendous thunderstorm occurred. So we took cover, we were allowed to take the coupons off and our packs off, And while we were waiting up the storm, the cadre had us do some exercises, such as the kettlebell, which was just kind of swinging your packs in front of you, and then also doing squat thrusts, where we had to take the pack and then squat down and then lift it over our heads. And after about 20 of those, you realize how heavy 20 pounds is. Once the storm finished, we started trudging along up to Henderson Lake yet again. And this time, we were doing a little better. We were moving a little bit faster, but we were still failing the time challenges. When we got to Henderson Lake, he allowed us to put everything aside. We could put down the coupons, put down the packs, put down the flags. And our challenge was to find a busker and convince this poor man to sing with us. So luckily, we each had $20 in our pack, so it was very easy to convince a busker to sing with us, and we sing a very loud, raucous version of American Pie. After this, the cadre had us do a number of different challenges, some involving our packs, some not involving our packs. One that was more challenging was learning how to carry each other across a field. And we did these challenges throughout the day. Some we did better than others. We had bonuses and penalties both going on about the same rate. In the afternoon, it was time to start heading back to the YMCA. So we shouldered our packs, got the coupons organized, our flag bearers, and away we were going. The cadre was really happy that we started behaving as a team, finally. But he thought we needed one little more push to really become a team. As we're walking along, he goes up to the team leader, taps him on the shoulder, waits till everybody passes by, and then has the team leader sit down. He took us around a corner, and then two blocks down. Then he just asked, "Hey, aren't we missing somebody?" We kind of look around and go, "Oh, we're missing our team leader. It can't be good." They announced, "That's your first casualty." He said, "By the way, that's a penalty. You can't leave people behind." One person decided that she'd be really helpful. She dropped her pack and ran down the street going, "I'll go get him." That was her second casualty. You have to work as a team. We gathered together as a group. We put together a search and rescue committee. Those people went out to find our team leader and carry him back. In the meantime, we worked out who was going to carry the flags, the coupons, and who was going to carry the casualties. Once the search and rescue people came back carrying our casualty, we loaded up the casualties, all the coupons, the flags, and we made it to the YMCA, walking twice as fast as what we were in the morning. We finally came together as a team, which was the most amazing experience for everyone. Once we hit the YMCA, we were able to drop all this heavy weight off, which was such a relief, and the cadre began his debriefing. I was standing at the very back. I was so exhausted. I was standing against a brick wall, and the only thing holding me up at that moment was that brick wall. And then I had this thought come into my head. The cadre forgot about the penalties. And at that exact moment, he looked across, made eye contact with me, and went, "Y'all owe me 80 burpees. And I stopped and went, "I'll knock off 20. It's the last project, the last challenge. He did so well." And he went, "They're not going to be normal burpees. What I want you to do is, you'll be working in pairs. One person will plank, the other person will do a burpee, and then jump over that person. And then you'll switch positions and do it again. And we'll do 60 of those." And the look of shock and horror on our exhausted faces gave him pause. Then he decided, "Or you can just lie in the mud and the other person can just do a quick burpee and walk over you, and they'll switch." And that's what everybody did. I was so exhausted. I didn't want to let my team down. I didn't think I could do this. So I started doing something that I do when I'm really tired. I meditate. I got myself into a nice meditative trance, and then it hit me all of a sudden why I was compelled to do this challenge. This was a really difficult task for me, since I was really overweight and not in shape to do this in any way. And I realized this was my personal Everest. And then it came to me that I'm almost at the summit. I'm doing this. I got a surge of energy, and I was able to complete doing these burpees. There was 20 left, 10 left. All of a sudden, there was just 5 left. And then I hit my summit, my personal Everest, and just stood there for a second or two and relished it. The cadre completed his briefing and gave out these GORUCK light patches to everyone that completed the challenge. My current BMI is now 32. I'm still obese, but I'm not quite as bad as I was. By Christmas, I want to be overweight. My BMI will be below 30. I'm on track for that right now. My long-term goal is to have a BMI of less than 24. I want to have a normal weight, which I haven't had for 30 years. By continuing to rock and also working out at a gym, when I join a gym, I'll be able to meet this goal. Mr. Toastmaster.